come across a flickering problem with the DJI Mavic 3. It appears to only be happening in the highlights, and it appears to be mostly happening in shots with the sky. If you look through this shot that I've got here, you'll see I've got a shot down a street, and you see as I scrub through it, you'll see that the sky changes colors. It's a pretty significant color change. If you still can't see it, you can look at the scopes on the left. That's the Luma scope. And you can see before and after, there's a pretty darn significant change in the color of the sky, including the Luma. It drops by a whole 10 points. That's not normal. That's not normal when you've got all your settings set to manual. ISO, exposure, shutter, white balance, all set to manual, standard color profile. And it is still doing this weird color shift in the sky. I've noticed this on two different Mavics. This isn't some defect with one machine. It's not a hardware issue or a one-off or anything like that. This is two Mavics. Now, I should say that these are two Mavic 3 Cines, and this recording is shot in ProRes, and all the recordings that I've noticed this issue are shot in ProRes. I haven't shot anything not in ProRes, because why bother? Nonetheless, I haven't seen it in a lot of shots. A lot of the footage is still usable. It only seems to happen sort of once or twice per flight. Like a 20-minute flight, it happens maybe once or twice. The rest of the stuff is fine. And it's only happening in the highlights. If you look at the shot, it's not happening in the shadows or in any other parts of the shot. It's only happening in the highlights. Is it some sort of weird highlight recovery that's baked into the Mavic 3 or the Mavic 3 Cine only? Don't know. But this is something that DJI needs to address. This is a serious problem. This is a serious, it's a Micro Four Thirds camera. It's a pretty respectable camera. The specs are pretty respectable. I'm trying to use this footage for film and television work for stock footage. No one's going to take shots that have flicker in it. They're just not going to accept it. So this is something that I see as a pretty serious image or a serious problem. I'm surprised other people haven't noticed this. Maybe I'm just the first one to pick up on it. Maybe it is only limited to the Mavic 3 Cine. It's hard to tell at this point. I welcome other people to go in and look at their footage, compare it on a LumaScope, and see if they see flickering in their shots as well.